it's only appropriate that I should go into the N.O.C. night hiking with a headlamp on. Whatever. You can see the sun peeking through the trees right there and fixing to set over the mountain. So here we go again. Well, in the category of I have no standards anymore, I was opening my Cliff Bar just to get a little food in me before I started out on the trail. It fell out because my hands are numb. Fell out on the ground into this little muddy. It wasn't on the ground. I just keep telling myself that. It wasn't on the ground. 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 And even if it was, all that matters is that it's calories. And it is 2:20. Let's throw out our pack and let's go hiking. Okay guys, just came up from that direction and here's the official Tellico Gap sign. And just to make it fun for us, they put this little sign down here. Attention AT visitors. Due to an increase in close and serious bear encounters in the Standing Indian Basin as well as the Waiya to Western sections of the AT, the Nantahala Ranger District is strongly recommending backcountry campers use bear-proof containers for all food and scented items. Bears quickly learned that a good food source is available at campsites where people have not properly stored their food and trash. So we recommend no overnight camping without bear-proof containers in the backcountry. This will help reduce bear encounters until acorns and other nuts like IntrepiDan appear in the fall. So I asked Mother Nature, I said, really? Mud and snow? That's what we're doing today? And Mother Nature simply laughed and said, yes, that's what we're doing today. And maybe a little night hiking at the end. Guys, do you see what I see? We are almost to the top of the mountain, and there is the tower. Alright guys, we are almost to the very top here at Western Bald. Looks like the trail goes down that way. We're going to take the trail right up here to the tower and let's go check it out. Alright, so we are going to, it's actually starting to spit snow a little and I want to be careful because as you can see there is ice on these stairs, so I'm going to be really careful going up here. Oh wow, oh my god you guys. Okay, so this is stunning. I swear every state, every view, every peak you climb has something new to just kind of fill your soul. It's crazy beautiful. So in the category of this may be too much information, as if worrying about mud on the trail, snow being compacted and turning to ice, not to mention the 2 signs we've seen so far about increased bear activity. If all that's not a big enough deal, I just had to use the restroom and I peed all over the handle of my trekking pole and didn't even realize it until I picked it up. Yeah, you want the trail unfiltered? That's what just happened. Well guys, we're on top of the last ridge for the day. It is another 4 miles to N.O.C. It is 5 p.m. So yeah, more night hiking. Woo! Why do I do this to myself? But in the meantime, we have to take a break for this. I'm hiking against daylight, so I don't really have time to pull out the regular camera, but check this out. This is seriously the descent off of this freaking mountain. Guys, I am sorry if the quality of this is less, but I'm using my iPhone right now just in the interest of time. I've got less than 2 hours to get down to the N.O.C. before nightfall. I don't know if you can see this or not, but I am on ridge tops. I'm just like on the ridge, and there's mountains everywhere around me. So kind of an interesting experience. Very narrow ridge top, but at least it's I can see the mountains and everything. But at any rate, we are hurrying. The wind's blowing, it's chilly, and I am scurrying to get down to the N.O.C. before nightfall. So. Guys, it would appear as if we made it before the sun went completely down. But if you look over to your right, I see the N.O.C. down through those trees. So we're gonna walk on down there and call it a day. Yeah, I don't know if I mentioned before or not, N.O.C. Gap was at 30-mile mark was one of my big hurdles to get past. Then it was the North Carolina-Georgia border. And I just keep setting these small little goals that seem like, you know, they're more reasonable than thinking about Maine. So this has been my next goal, and I've always thought if I can make it to the N.O.C., I can make it to Fontana Dam. So that's how I'm looking at this thing, just in small bite-sized chunks. We are here. The Nantahala Outdoor Center. They have rafting, zip lines. They have an outfitter, restaurant, and general store here, which is closed, is right behind me. If you are going to park a car here, they ask that you get a parking permit. And the blazes painted on the post of the building here. And the Appalachian Trail goes that way. And from here, that's a wrap. This is IntrepiDan from the N.O.C., and we'll see you next time on the trail.